Hello, travelers. Today we will visit one of the most remote islands of the Azores. By the way, most people call this island the most beautiful in the Azores. The name of the island, Flores, which translates from Portuguese as flowers, gives us a hint that the entire island will be covered with flowers. Unfortunately, this time we did not find almost a single blooming flower. The summer season is already over, and the recent hurricane probably blew away the last flowers. The island is even more remote than the other Azores islands, and this is very noticeable here. In addition, the fog and rain that came in made us feel completely on the edge of the world. The Gulf Stream passes right next to this island. This current brings a warm and humid airflow, which falls as rain when it hits the volcanic mountains of the island. And even if it does not rain, the mountain peaks are almost always covered in fog. Because of this, our first day on the island was extremely humid, and it was practically impossible to see the beauties of the island. The island's capital is very small, and the airport road divides the capital into two parts. So in order to get to the other side of the town, you have to go around the airport. But sometimes it's interesting to see planes landing while having lunch from a restaurant terrace. By the way, it's nice that there are several restaurants there because it's hard to find food in grocery stores, especially fresh vegetables. Food is brought to the island by ship, which only appears every few weeks, so you can find fruit and vegetables in stores that are no longer suitable for eating. Because of the rain, on the first day we tried to get acquainted with the history of the town and explored the coast. The islanders were very involved in whaling. We found evidence right on the shore. Here you can see large pots in which whale blubber was melted. Whales were dragged ashore through this place and processed right here on the shore. There is also a small factory here, which has now been turned into a whaling museum. By the way, one of the largest cruise ships of that time sank on these shores more than 100 years ago. It used the SOS signal for the first time in history. All people were saved, and the ship was left to sink. The poor inhabitants of the island still managed to dismantle the ship's luxurious furniture, bathrooms, and other interiors. It is said that even now, furniture from the VIP cabins of this ship can be found in older houses. On the second day, we were delighted with better weather, and we had the only day to see what makes this island called the most beautiful island in all of the Azores. For me, personally, the fog and cloud-covered peaks give it such a mystique, so I didn't complain at all about the not-so-clear sky. this island. There was no need to say anything more, because the views of the island speak for themselves. In the next part, we will see the last island we visited in the Azores. It is an even smaller and more remote place. The island is simply a volcano. Travel, because once you've tasted travel, you can't stop.